completely wasting your time. You'll be doing things you don't like doing in order to go on living, that is, to go on doing things you don't like doing, which is stupid.
Watching you, use them, walk up to them, ask them questions, all right? They want to hear you ask them questions.
You go lefty on the righty, it's much more harder for a defender to guard you when you attack his top hand.
Step to our target, right in the middle of the net. We want to shoot. We're not even in the corners right now. Big step, right in the middle of the net. Just make sure you get to the ball as quickly as you can. All right? Your hands back, extended, be able to catch it, and as soon as you catch it, be able to pull it. Nice overhand release.
Try going a little bit lower. So you're left and right. So you're going to throw the ball. You can do it with your hands too. So want me to throw it? So you're going to throw it. Take your stick up just like this. Bring it and bring it in like that, okay?
Pick it up. Bring it across your body like you're sealing a defender off and cradle down here, okay?
Get him a good shot, but let's try to throw in a fake and go high or low, okay? Sound good? Ready, three. Woo! Dude. I always think it's so funny when...
Catch it.
I'm starving. All I've had today is McDonald's breakfast.
The mission is obviously to, provide these women with other opportunities outside of being a professional lacrosse player.
The WPLL is a two-pronged approach. One side of it is a platform for the players to play at the highest level possible, playing a brand of lacrosse that's both exciting and fits the athleticism of the sport. The other side of that is the junior development and having a Chasers program, a development program where these younger players can aspire to be WPLL players, can not only get out on the field and play, but also be mentored and learn traits such as leadership, character development, that whole side of it, merging the two. So merging your pro players with the development group to form one awesome league, a two-pronged approach.
It's a perfect opportunity for us to create programming that's going to help them develop personally and professionally. I mean, it's unbelievable the talent that's out there these days. We have Taylor Cummings, who obviously is a huge star in the game. Dana Dovey, I mean, she's amazing. She's got tricks up her sleeves. And so putting them in a position to play on a smaller field, making the game faster, the spectators are going to have a blast watching it. We're going to be able to, create mentors that can reach our next generation of young female leaders. Given the level of play and the status of these women, we feel like it is our, responsibility with the reach that they have nationwide to give back.
I think the goal for me when I really talk about the foundation is to support and inspire an entire generation of young women, but using lacrosse as a vehicle to do it. And what the foundation will support is all the leadership and bravery programming that we'll do. It will support the junior pro division, and it'll support the Chasers. So the nonprofit side of the organization is really going to help us fulfill the mission of impacting thousands of girls and an entire generation of women's lacrosse players.
So what I want for these pro women are for them to feel that we are supplying them not only with the lacrosse experience. I think that's just the perk. But the main focus is really to provide them with opportunities to personally and professionally develop. And so for them to get that experience is definitely one of our main goals, but then also to connect those pros with that next generation of leaders, which are those young women that will have an opportunity to be a part of the Futures program. We want to make sure that we are always putting the players first. We're always putting these young women first. And we care about them as people first. And then everything else will fall into place from there.
What do you desire? What makes you itch? What sort of a situation would you like? So I always ask the question, what would you like to do if money were no object? How would you really enjoy spending your life? Well, it's so amazing. As a result of our kind of educational system, crowds of students say, well, we'd like to be painters, we'd like to be poets, we'd like to be writers, but as everybody knows, you can't earn any money that way.
Live from Harvard Stadium here just outside Boston, Massachusetts. Women's professional lacrosse action here for you on laxallstars.com. Good afternoon, everyone. Dan Fritz with you once again, this time being joined by Kylie Ohlmiller for at least the first quarter for this exciting contest between the Philadelphia Fire, looking for their first win of the season as they square off against the home side, the New England Command, sitting 2-1 in second place with one game behind the Baltimore Brave. For both teams, Kylie, pretty much a must-win scenario no matter how you look at it, as we get pretty much past the halfway point of this short first season for the WPLL.
Yeah, definitely. Good to be here. Thanks for having me. And, you know, this is going to be a good fight. I think both teams out here really are going to put out a good fight, and they definitely both want to win, get to those the semifinals in the middle of July.
Philadelphia Fire, they are idle for the past couple days, an opportunity to rest a little bit. Head coach Ricky Freed said it to us before, just trying to find the right chemistry today. A couple of new players joining the lineup for the Fire. We'll get to those in a little bit, but unfortunately may not have too much as far as a deep bench. On the other side, the New England Command, fresh off of an overtime thriller. Again, 2-1 on the season. Looking to catch Baltimore, see where they can go. Going to have some interesting matchups today. Before we get started, let's quickly get through the starting lineups. First, for the Philadelphia Fire, difference in goalkeeping today starting is Shannon Nee, the Yukon product, will wear the number 10 jersey, not Paige Songskin, if you're watching from home. Katie Ingrilli, Danielle Trasco, Casey Bocklett, Tori Benson, Spring Sanders, Courtney Waite, Amanda Lavelle, Maddie Crutchfield, I think I missed one, Emily Gilliam, and Sheila Nesselbush, one of the two players getting their first looks for the Fire this afternoon. As we are set underway, the Fire in the black and orange, they're going from left to right. The Command in the white over blue with red trim, they're going to be going from right to left. In goal for the Command, Emily Leitner, the University of Pennsylvania graduate from 2012. Set to go on the near side as the Fire look to get things going in a warm and muggy afternoon here in Cambridge. 73 degrees, but pretty much humidity raining up top as go up for the first shot of the afternoon. Emily Leitner makes the save in the first goings. Quickly for the Command, Emily Leitner in net, as we said. Amber McKenzie, Kristen Agoy getting her first action. Cara Mupo, Tess Chandler, Tanner Guarino, Taryn Van Hoff, Megan Dowdy, Bailey Mathis, Ella Hazar, the starting lineup for head coach Amy Patton. The Command on their first offensive look. Like we said, a little difference as far as the goalkeeping for the Fire. We'll see if it helps them or hurts them here in this early going. But Kylie, I mean, it's definitely something. You have a little bit of a short bench today, a new goalkeeper. It's for Ricky Freed trying to find some chemistry, as we said before. May not be easy this afternoon.
Definitely not. You know, new faces out there. It's always hard to find that chemistry. But these are some top-notch players, so I think they'll be able to work together nice and easy.
The talent that we have seen in the WPLL in the first half of the season, it just goes without saying. You run down, Jen Adams and I said this the last time during your game, you just look at the rosters and we can go on for hours about it, but having the teams click together, we'll see what happens. The Command had an opportunity, no call from the referees. Fire have the ball, early going action first quarter. Fire from the left side, Nesselbush. Now the pass over Emily Gillingham. Gillingham in front with some space. She fires and it ricochets off the pipe and in. The Fire are on the board 1-0 with 12:45 left to go here in the first.
That's a great shot right there, right off the opposite hip of the Emily Leitner there.
Leitner to her left, couldn't get it cleanly. Ricocheted off the pipe and in. 1-0 now in favor of the Fire.
That unassisted Philadelphia goal, Emily Gillingham.
Gillingham, her second goal of the season. Unassisted. Gillingham graduated from Townsend 2018. She did start last time out against Upstate and had that single goal against Baltimore as well. As we set for the next draw control, New England will take it. And now off to the right side, a little too much on the pass. But still staying in bounds, the Command still have it. Katie O'Donnell passing up top.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen.
Now off to the right side, Gabby Capuzzi.
If this is your car, please.
Unable to connect the pass, it goes out of bounds. So it'll be Fireball off the turnover as Shannon Nee sends one up through midfield. Katie and Grilly. And Grilly off of a little bump goes off to the right side. 45 on the shot clock as he sent back behind the net. Gillingham looking. Command's defense doing well in front, but they'll pass all the way up top. Crutchfield.
License plate TCL246.
Nesselbush tried to get a look in front, but it winds up in the stick of Emily Leitner. And Leitner will walk it up a little bit. Megan Dowdy will start the transfer through midfield. Shot goes in, and just that fast, the Command have tied things up. Looks like Gabby Capuzzi will tie things up for the Command, making this 1-1 here. 10:35 left to go here in the opening quarter. So just like we saw in your last game, back and forth the action goes. But I think at this point we were, maybe 7 goals in?
Yeah, we went out. The Baltimore Brave actually went off to a really quick start in our game. We got a lot of goals in the first couple minutes there in our game last Saturday, but it was a quick scoring game, and that's what I love about the WPLL so far. Is it's very fast. The 60-second shot clock is something new, and it's makes the game so fast and so physical. It makes decision making has to be that much quicker.
And even the transfer from the college game, and recently you were in an article for Inside Lacrosse as far as I believe it was entitled "Top 10 Things a Player Must Know Before Entering the College Game." Mm-hmm. So now here you are. Now a professional, as a quick shot goes in off of the right hand of Kristen Agoe right to the stick of Shannon Nee, and the Fire tried to go back through midfield. But Kylie, if you had to rewrite that paper tomorrow, and I know that's a bad phrasing since you just graduated from writing papers, but I mean, how would you reset that, especially for women that are in college now, that this may be the next step for them?
Yeah, I mean, there's so much talent out here from all ages, too. And these are some of the girls that even I know myself personally that I've looked up to all growing up, and now I get to play on the same field as them. So it's a pretty big step, and there's a lot of talent out there. So I would say definitely, just take it all in. It's a huge opportunity to be able to play the sport that you love professionally.
Do you think, as far as the length of season, and this is your inaugural year for the WPLL, is it enough games, not enough games, just enough to dip a toe in as a shot goes in, and once again, the save by knee? But back to the question, is the season long enough? I mean, has the WPLL really set things up a good first step?
Yeah, I think it's a great first step. I think they've got a great plan, and I think that, giving the players a week or two off to recover their bodies, since it's important. It's important to us players. It's this game is fast, and like I said, it's fast, it's physical. So taking those weeks and those days to make sure the body's feeling right for the next game is important.
A whole lot different. I mean, again, for you, you just came off the season, so what, you maybe had about a month downtime, some honest downtime. You look at the rosters on all the teams, some of these girls, they just graduated this past year, they graduated a couple years ago, and then there's a few girls on the rosters that graduated in 2012, 2011, 2009. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've been involved in the game at some point, but still, it's not as much as getting in there every week like how you've gotten used to that rhythm in 4 years of college.
Absolutely, it's very different, and it's something that'll keep you in shape and it'll keep you loving the game, and it is, and it's cool to see so many girls that from all ages really still loving the game and bringing their talents back.
Definitely, indeed, to grow the game. Right now, the score 1-1. Both goalkeepers coming up with a couple of quick saves as the teams up and down the field, just trying to get things settled in. The command now on the attack off to the right side. Back behind the net. In front, quickly, shot goes in. Command is up 2-1. Looks like Gabby Capuzzi's land the second of the afternoon. So 2 goals from the Ohio State graduated in 2012, as we were talking about before. But again, keeping involved with the team. Assistant coach at Navy, helping that team to the team's first NCAA Final Four appearance for a service academy team. So definitely somebody that has been involved in the program in the history, continuing to make history this afternoon. It's 2-1 in favor of the command. Getting ready for the next draw control, the officials for this afternoon's contest: Jen Wallen, Aaron Mashad, and Peggy Dinatziel, handling the matters here at Harvard Stadium. Beautiful venue for not only for football, obviously, but for lacrosse. A doubleheader again, as the MML All-Star Game will be here later on this evening. Definitely, once again, a good afternoon and early evening of lacrosse. The Fire taking the draw control, still working up the right side. 6:20 left to go. New England's up 2-1. Hazar gets the official call for the assist. Hazar was the career assist leader at UNC with 121 when she graduated just this past year. She also holds the UNC record for most assists in one game with that mark of 8. The Fire trying to get back level. Maddie Crutchfield in traffic and curls off. Back behind the net. Fire working, 13 on the shot clock, goes in. Leitner right there, shuts the door. Loose ball out towards the wing, and the command trying to clear. So the Fire getting good looks. Just once again, University of Pennsylvania graduate Emily Leitner. She's a 2-time All-Ivy League keeper at Penn for head coach Karen Corbett. And ironically, in the professional world, an associate producer with NFL Films and a part-time color commentator at Penn every now and then. Lights share the booth with me here and there, so definitely keeping involved in everything as far as sports goes. But right there, the one that matters, another ball to the back of the net this time. Katie O'Donnell gets her first goal of the afternoon, and the command have opened up a 3-1 lead. Katie O'Donnell also just graduated from Penn State. She was in the top 10 scoring. She's only held without a goal just 5 times in her college career. So you talked about as far as the talent coming from the college game to the professional game, it's just continuing for the Command, and especially for Katie O'Donnell. Set for the next draw control. New England making some substitutions. Sarah Manley coming in off the bench. Sun peek out a little bit right before we went on the air. It started to rain a little bit, so I know coming up here ran into some weather. There is some rain possibly in the forecast. You never know this time of year, but
Command goal, Katie O'Donnell.
Command once again on the attack, working inside. Shot goes in. Shannon Nee able to collect it. And now trying to clear. And Kylie, one thing we saw in your game last time, both goalkeepers, we were almost ready for a goalkeeper breakaway. Just going back and forth, coming all the way up through midfield to help with the clear, help with the transition. And like I said, at the end of the game, and you and I joked about this before we went on the air, everyone on that field was just gassed. Left everything out on the field. It was probably one of the best games I've ever had the pleasure of commentating in my years covering this sport. So, like you said, the talent, it just speaks well for the program and the league, as once again, the New England Command get another goal to the back of the net. Looks like Carly Reed from North Carolina, if I'm reading it correctly. We'll see what the official score is. I think I heard the 16 be called, as we are pretty much at the highest point here at Harvard Stadium, all the way up. 4-1 is the score, though. 2:45 and counting left to go here in the first quarter. As once again the Fire find themselves back on their heels as we start to wind down this first act. They set up for the draw control, taking it Gabby Capuzzi for the Command. On the whistle, charging in off to the right. Coming away with it, Gabby Capuzzi, but loses it straight away as the Fire come up with the loose ball. Carly Reed does get credit for the goal. And the Fire just trying to cut this deficit in half. Katie and Grilly exchanging passes with Gillingham. Now they'll try off to the left side. Shot goes in. Leitner hugging the near post, makes the save. Coming up the field now, Sarah Lloyd. Through the middle, Casey Bear. Capuzzi drops back, calls it a new play. 35 on the clock. She starts to work her way to the right. Behind the net, Sarah Nee trying to anticipate, maybe pick off a pass. Comes out to the edge of her circle, but the Command get it. Nice cause turnover. Now they can just come away with it. A foul is called. It's against the Command, so it'll be Fire ball. Great work on the near side. As the Fire start to work to the right, Emily Gillingham with the ball. Spring Sanders with that cause turnover and able to get things clear. Fire now working. Shot clock unplugged as the final few seconds. Nice 1-2 in front, but can't get it connecting as it goes up and over the crossbar, and the horn sounds for the first quarter to come to an end. Good action. The home side up 4-1. We're going to take a quick step aside. When we come back, second quarter action here from Harvard Stadium. You're watching women's professional lacrosse.
We'd also like to thank our WPLL sponsor.
What do you desire? What makes you itch? What sort of a situation would you like? So I always ask the question, what would you like to do if money were no object? How would you really enjoy spending your life? Well, it's so amazing. As a result of our kind of educational system, crowds of students say, well, we'd like to be painters, we'd like to be poets, we'd like to be writers, but as everybody knows, you can't earn any money that way. Another person says, well, I'd like to live an out-of-doors life and ride horses. I said, do you want to teach in the riding school? Let's go through with it. What do you want to do? When we finally got down to something which the individual says he really wants to do, I will say to him, you do that. And forget the money. Because if you say that getting the money is the most important thing, you will spend your life completely wasting your time. You'll be doing things you don't like doing in order to go on living, that is, to go on doing things you don't like doing, which is stupid.
Watching you.
Welcome back to Harvard Stadium. Dan Fritz here with you. Little change in personnel as now I'm joined by Rachel DeCecco. And Rachel, good first quarter. The Philadelphia Fire, though, still trying to find that right chemistry, trying to find that right mix. But the Command, as their team name is, pretty much in control of this game so far, up 4-1.
Dan, thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here. It was a good first quarter. I think Philly had a few good opportunities, but some great saves in cage by Emily Leitner.
Emily Leitner, as we sang her accolades earlier, and will probably do so often. Again, coming up with a couple of good key saves, taking care of matters just inside the pipe, but keeping this a 4-1 contest, and not to take away from Shannon Nee as well. Again, coming in pretty much in the substitute, as you could say, for Ricky Freed's squad. Trying to get things going as the Fire come back out for the second quarter. Here from Harvard Stadium, again, a doubleheader action set before you. The MLL will be along later on tonight. And like I said, weather trying to clear out just a little bit. And I just hope that the rain holds off as... Oh, yeah, guess what? We got to change sides, guys. So give them a few seconds.
Details, Dan, details.
Well, even still, like how we joked around a little bit of the first couple of games, the changes as far as the 8-meter versus where the restriction line is. We watched a lot of the girls just trying to absorb so much data. Okay, where can I go, not go? Can't even tell you how many yellow cards were called for the offside. So just trying to get used to things as, again, a shorter field for the women. So a lot to take in as we get set to start for the second quarter. 4-1 is the score after one. Off the draw control to rip to the left side. Once again, the Command coming away with it. And working up the right side, Tagrano. Passing in front, little shovel pass.
Little sister-in-law connection. Tanner Garino and Kristen Igo happen to be sister-in-laws. They own Gold Star Lacrosse together, so the hometown girls from Boston, but I'm sure it's fun for them to play on the same team together.
And you wonder just how much John's going back and forth with them, and good spirits here and there. You had people that played against each other, played with each other, as a nice backhand shot. The Command's 5th goal of the afternoon. Puts it upper right. Not much that Shannon Nee was going to do with it. The Commander on top by 4.
It's a great shot by El Hazar. Excellent placement. As you said, there's not much Shannon Nee could have done to stop that goal.
El Hazar, again, the North Carolina product, getting the goal. 5-1 is the score here in the second. And again, part of the rules as well, the clock running, so keep things going coming away with the draw control. Initially, Guarano had it, lost it.
Ella Hazard, assisted by Kara Mupo.
Mupo gets the assist.
Ella Hazard with the goal.
And now the command working the right side. Going to try in front. Tried threading the needle, just couldn't get it to go. Loose ball. Crutchfield picks it up, but then we'll play back behind the net for Spring Sanders.
Philly's really got to take advantage of these possessions, given the small bench that they have and that they're down 4 goals now. They really have to make the most of each possession and take care of the ball here.
Try to get a good clean shot on that and try to find a weakness with Emily Leitner. Not going to be too easy to do as Danielle Trosco has the ball on the right side, 33 on the shot clock. Trosco tries to come in front. The command defense doing very well for their netminder. Good effort for the cause turnover, but a foul is called. So a free position opportunity for the Fire.
This is one of the new rule changes this year for the WPL. Every foul within the 8 meters is center hash, which has been a great change. It gives the attack really a true advantage with the foul, and we'll see if Casey Bachler can.
And she does. She gets to the back of the net. Bachler goes left side, making it 5-2 now, the score. For Casey Bachler, her 3rd goal of the year. And a much-needed goal for the Fire. So, again, the Fire running with just 2 field substitutes, 1 goalkeeper substitute. So, again, a short bench on a not so much prime weather day. It's definitely gonna have its effect on these girls when this one's over. But 5-2 is the score, 11:43 and counting. As off the draw control, first touch was for the Fire, but coming away with it is the command. Here comes Katie O'Donnell. O'Donnell goes right in. Great save by Shannon Nee, but deflects it off to the right side.
Just amazing. Courtney Wade is just so quick. Some great speed there, really beating out the command player for the ball. She really just has such speed and quick feet on defense.
So Shannon Nee will try to get things started again, just walking the ball up. Now passes to the near side. Amanda Lavelle. Atrosco with the ball. 35 on the shot clock as Atrosco starts to work her way inside with a little bit of a lane, but she'll go back behind the net. And Grilly draws a double. She retreats off and rolls left, trying to find something on the left wing. Sheila Nesselbush. Nesselbush with some room. Nesselbush goes just off to the right-hand side.
Great shot opportunity for Nesselbush. Just went a little wide there, but she really did a great job of getting herself open and having a lane.
Fire get it back, but as the shot clock winds down, a foul is going to be called. Let's see if it goes to the line. And it will. Another free position opportunity for the Fire. At this point in the ball game, down by 3, take goals any way you can get them. Sheila Nesselbush will set up. Making her professional debut. Graduated this year from Northwestern. Waits on the referee's whistle.
A little bit of a cross-check there by Katie O'Donnell, just really knocking her down there. Maybe a little frustration. Yeah, she definitely...
And I mean, it's one thing that we've seen like with the referees as far as letting these women play, but I mean, there's got to be a line drawn. Each referee's going to have their own as far as where that line is drawn. She apparently crossed it, the foul called. And a question as far as the shot clock, as that's just been readjusted to 3 seconds. Okay. Referees. Everything's set and squared away now, and we're set to go. Sheila Nesselbush once again. Set, she goes in, she charges and goes to her right, gets the back of the net and makes this a 5-3 ball game. Sheila Nesselbush, her first career goal. And more importantly, she's got Philly to within 2. Nesselbush had a breakout of a senior year, 62 goals, 4th program season record for Northwestern in her final year. Trying to continue that scoring way here as a professional. Next draw control set to come up, and Fire trying to put a run together.
It looks like Amy Patton just made some defensive substitutions there, putting Amber McKenzie back in. World Cup champion, along with Meg Dowdy, who's back there on the D. So she's got a great D line up here. Let's see if that helps stop the momentum for the Philly Fire.
Off the draw control, rips towards the line to the left. Coming away with it is Gabby Capuzzi. Capuzzi's going to go to her left and try to work the left wing as the Fire drop back on defense. A loose ball heading towards the line, still staying in. Some great hustle. The Fire come away with it. And now trying to get the clear in transition. Tess Chandler right there to kind of edge her off to the right, but now a loose ball off and out of bounds. It will be command ball. So as Philly Fire's trying to get some momentum, get a good run. We saw this last time with them. The opposition, though, just adjusting and just pretty much putting the brakes on them.
With great anticipation by Amber McKenzie. That's why she's a gold medal defender. Really just anticipated that pass and was able to step in and get the turnover.
So now the command, 5-3 is the score. Just under 8 minutes here in the second. As Ella Hazar tries to work back behind the cage. Cuts up to the near side.
Some great one-on-one defense by Spring Sanders, really keeping her
right with her every way, trying to get the stick to make the contact, but trying to thread the needle as well. No joy. Coming away with it is Maddie Crutchfield. Katie and Grilly. Atrasco up the left wing and over the line. Danielle Atrasco in front, ripping from outside, but it got blocked and sails up and over the crossbar.
It was a great look at that second layer cut by Atrasco. Gave Crutchfield a great opportunity. Just defense got a stick on it there.
Nesselbush, though, now trying to find some room. Not finding too much. Atrasco once again, just under 30 on the shot clock. Atrasco goes left. Atrasco trying for Nesselbush in front. Can't get it to go. Tori Benson picks it up. Benson from the right wing works her way back around. Atrasco. Atrasco trying to get a little sneaky. Loose ball over to the side. Benson giving chase. But right there is Bailey Mathis, and the command come away with it. Great work by the command. Chandler, and a whistle is blown. This is going to be a free position for the command as Tess Chandler will line up.
Shooting space there by Amanda Lavelle is a great look by the attacker, going hard to goal.
Chandler sets, takes a couple of steps, lets one fly, goes just wide to the right. Looks like it did make some contact on the way in. So the command keep it, 45 on the shot clock. Hazar, loose ball, but a foul is called against the Fire. Hazar will get the restart. Off to the left side now. Shot clock down to 35 on this opportunity. Van Thoff rolls right, looking opposite corner. Textbook perfect, finds the back of the net. It looks like Carly Reed once again, 6-3, now in favor of the command.
Command had a great motion offense going there, making putting the cutters through the middle, and really I think the defense just got a little turned around, left somebody wide open in the middle there.
And we said in the first quarter, Shannon Nee doing what she can to try to anticipate some of this. This time she got caught, left the back door wide open. Easy 1-2 goal. New England once again have a 3-goal lead.
And here comes the sun, Dan. Look, it's
we'll
open.
Take it. More importantly, I'll take a nice breeze, too. I mean, like I said, both teams with the humidity and the weather, you can see the stadium starting to dry out a little bit as you see in the seats across the way as they're starting to get set up for the MML game later on, taking the All-Stars taking on Team USA. But some sun would be nice. A little drop in the humidity would be nicer. 4:30 and counting here in the second quarter. New England commands 6-3. Philly Fire came out, got a couple going. But now the command just controlling the circle, but picking a pocket right there. Katie and Grilly. And now the Fire working right to left. And a foul's going to get called. Looks like Casey Bear.
A little bit of a push there. You can't extend your arms on defense like that, and she got the call.
So now Nesselbush with the ball, left wing, 40 on the shot clock. Nesselbush Dodges her way in. Leitner there at the save. He kicks back out. Katie O'Donnell will work the clear.
Great move by Nesselbush in there to get inside, but an equally great save by Leitner. She's really doing a great job.
Leitner looks like she hasn't missed too much of a beat since her days at Franklin Field.
And that's one of the best parts about the WPLL, giving these women an opportunity to play. You know, Amber McKenzie's retired. She's got a 2-year-old, and when this league started, she said, I want to play again. Now she's back on the field doing just an amazing job. So it's really great for these women to have an opportunity to play, even if they haven't played in years. And they're all just so impressive and really putting on a show out here for us.
Nice spin move here. Pass off to the left side. Under 20 on the shot clock. Capuzzi passing back off. Chandler in traffic. Little give and go. Now under 10. The command got to make a move towards net soon. Now with 5, just lobs one in. Shannon Nee will collect it and then try to little outlet pass through the middle. Amanda Lavelle still keeps it.
Philly Fire D starting to look a little bit tired here. Really, command has had possession most of the game, and without a lot of subs, it's definitely going to start to have an effect on them.
And Grilly, though, with the ball for the Fire. Back behind the net, Benson. Nesselbush started to work her way in. Benson too strong on the pass, and it goes all the way out towards midfield, but able to shovel it to her teammate. A little miscommunication, but a foul is called from the near side. Looked like I didn't quite catch the call, but nonetheless, New England has it. Goes in, saved by Shannon Nee. She's trying to collect it up, but she got caught out of the net and made her pay for it just that fast. The command put it right back, 7-3. Ella Hazar once again.
That's a tough one for the goalie. She came out and made the save and then just got really right back at her. She didn't have any chance to reset in the cage.
Didn't have the defense dropping back in enough time as well. 1:45 left to go. New England on top, 7-3 here in the second quarter.
We'll see if the Fire's able to get one in here at the last minute, going to halftime, maybe just down 3.
And even if they can, I know we've only had a couple of them, but a 2-point goal, just something to get you a little bit back into it, take some momentum going into the break. But right now, the lead is 4, 65 seconds left to go. Here comes Tanaguarano again. Shot goes in. Once again, the command hit the back of the net, making it an 8-3 ball game under a minute to go.
And that's gonna be real tough here for the Fire, going down now 5 with 45 seconds left. Mupo is the leading scorer on the command. She had 8 goals last game or 2 games ago, so she's really done a great job this season. And in talking to Ricky Freed, he said, how are you going to stop Mupo? She's, if not the leading scorer in the whole league, maybe 2. And his answer was Courtney Waite. So we'll see if Courtney's able to stop Mupo the rest of the game, not give her any more goals here.
Everybody get the assist on that?
Off the draw control to the left. Foul called against the command, so Fire ball. Quickly, here comes the Fire. Emily Leitner closes the door again, left side. Under 10 seconds, Leitner's probably just going to hold on to this and go into the break. Yep, she's looking up at the clock. We'll let the horns sound, and the command go into the break. 8-3. New England not getting too frazzled as the Fire tried to open things up in the second quarter. The Fire, though, again, a short bench coming back to hurt them a little bit. 8-3 is your score as we go into the break. When we come back, exciting second half action here from Harvard Stadium. You're watching the Women's Professional Lacrosse League.
The mission is obviously to, provide these women with other opportunities outside of being a professional lacrosse player.
The WPLL is a two-pronged approach. One side of it is a platform for the players to play at the highest level possible, playing a brand of lacrosse that's both exciting and fits the athleticism of the sport. The other side of that is the junior development and having a Chasers program, a development program where these younger players can aspire to be WPLL players, can not only get out on the field and play, but also be mentored and learn traits such as leadership, character development, that whole side of it, merging the two. So merging your pro players with the development group to form one awesome league, a two-pronged approach.
It's a perfect opportunity for us to create programming that's going to help them develop personally and professionally. I mean, it's unbelievable the talent that's out there these days. We have Taylor Cummings, who obviously is a huge star in the game. Dana Dobie, I mean, she's amazing. You know, she's got tricks up her sleeves. And so putting them in a position to play on a smaller field, making the game faster, the spectators are going to have a blast watching it. We're going to be able to, create mentors that can reach our next generation of young female leaders. Given the level of play and the status of these women, we feel like it is our, responsibility to, with the reach that they have nationwide, to give back.
I think the goal for me when I really talk about the foundation is to support and inspire an entire generation of young women, but using lacrosse as a vehicle to do it. And what the foundation will support is all the leadership and bravery programming that we'll do. It will support the junior pro division, and it'll support the Chasers. So the nonprofit side of the organization is really going to help us fulfill the mission of impacting thousands of girls and an entire generation of women's lacrosse players.
So what I want for these pro women are for them to feel that we are supplying them not only with the lacrosse experience. I think that's just the perk, but the main focus is really to provide them with opportunities to personally and professionally develop. And so for them to get that experience is definitely one of our main goals, but then also to connect those pros with that next generation of leaders, which are those young women that will have an opportunity to be a part of the Futures program. We want to make sure that we are always putting the players first. We're always putting these young women first. And we care about them as people first. And then everything else will fall into place from there.
What do you desire? What makes you itch? What sort of a situation would you like? So I always ask the question, what would you like to do if money were no object? How would you really enjoy spending your life? Well, it's so amazing. As a result of our kind of educational system, crowds of students say, well, we'd like to be painters, we'd like to be poets, we'd like to be writers, but as everybody knows, you can't earn any money that way. Another person says, well, I'd like to live an out-of-doors life and ride horses. I say, do you want to teach in a riding school? Let's go through with it. What do you want to do? When we finally got down to something which the individual says he really wants to do, I will say to him, you do that. And forget the money. Because if you say that getting the money is the most important thing, you will spend your life completely wasting your time. You'll be doing things you don't like doing in order to go on living, that is, to go on doing things you don't like doing, which is stupid.
Watching you use that.
Walk up to them, ask them questions, all right? They want to hear you ask them questions.
Go lefty on the righty, it's much more harder for a defender to guard you when you attack his top hand.
Just step to our target, right in the middle of the net. We want to shoot. We're not going to even for corners right now. Big step, right in the middle of the net.
Just make sure you get to the ball as quickly as you can. All right? Hands back, extended, be able to catch it, and as soon as you catch it, be able to pull it, nice overhand release.
Try going a little bit lower. So you're left and right. So you're going to throw the ball. You can do it with your hand too. So want me to throw it? So you're going to throw it. Take your stick up just like this. Bring it and bring it in like that, okay?
Pick it up, bring it across your body like you're stealing a defender off and cradle down here, okay?
Get him a good shot, but let's try to throw in a fake and go high or low, okay? Sound good? Ready, sweet. Woo! David. I always think it's so funny when...
Catch it.
I'm starving. All I've had today is McDonald's breakfast.
The mission is obviously to, provide these women with other opportunities outside of being a professional lacrosse player.
The WPLL is a two-pronged approach. One side of it is a platform for the players to play at the highest level possible, playing a brand of lacrosse that's both exciting and fits the athleticism of the sport. The other side of that is the junior development and having a Chasers program, a development program where these younger players can aspire to be WPLL players, can not only get out on the field and play, but also be mentored and learn traits such as leadership, character development, that whole side of it, merging the two. So merging your pro players with the development group to form one awesome league, a two-pronged approach.
It's a perfect opportunity for us to create programming that's going to help them develop personally and professionally. I mean, it's unbelievable the talent that's out there these days. We have Taylor Cummings, who obviously is a huge star in the game. Dana Dovey, I mean, she's amazing. She's got tricks up her sleeves. And so putting them in a position to play on a smaller field, making the game faster, the spectators are going to have a blast watching it. We're going to be able to, create mentors that can reach our next generation of young female leaders. Given the level of play and the status of these women, we feel like it is our, responsibility with the reach that they have nationwide to give back.
I think the goal for me when I really talk about the foundation is to support and inspire an entire generation of young women, but using lacrosse as a vehicle to do it. And what the foundation will support is all the leadership and bravery programming that we'll do. It will support the junior pro division, and it'll support the Chasers. So the nonprofit side of the organization is really going to help us fulfill the mission of impacting thousands of girls and an entire generation of women's lacrosse players.
So what I want for these pro women are for them to feel that we are supplying them.
Welcome back to Harvard Stadium. 8-3 is the score. Dan Fritz alongside of Rachel DeCecco. And Rachel, we were talking during the break. If you're the Fire, you have to get very smart with every possession. Try to find a way to get past Emily Leitner. Leitner is only allowed 3 goals on the afternoon here in this contest, and find a way to control the command defense.
And I think if I'm Ricky Fried, I'm telling them to just fake on their shots. They're getting these great opportunities, and they're shooting low, and Emily's saving each one. So they really have to focus on moving the goalie.
Well, not fast we say it. The Command moves the Fire netminder and gets their 9th goal of the afternoon. 9-3 is the score. Early goings of this third quarter.
Chris Sanago is just a really neat story. She's a 2013 World Cup gold medalist, mother of 2, co-owner of Gold Star Lacrosse. And I, as a mom myself, I love to see these women that have children playing professionally. It's just such a great example for young girls, and really they're doing it all. They have careers, they're moms, and it's just amazing to watch these women come out here and just crush it, really.
And that's something Kylie and I talked in the first quarter as far as the next step, you go from the high school to the college game. Now you're going from the college to the professional game, and that you watch these women play 4 years of college. In addition to all the academics and whatnot, they're also the athletes, and here come the Command. That fast going in, diving in, getting the goal, the 10th of the afternoon. The Command that fast. No, they disallowed it. Disallowed a crease violation, I'm guessing, is the call. So wiped it away. Still 9-3. Fire, though, with the ball. Should we start an argument already for replay?
Well, so the recent changes allows the defense to go in the crease, but attack can still not enter the crease, even on a follow-through. So fortunately, she landed inside the crease there, and the goal got taken back.
So 9-3 is still the score. Early goings, third quarter. Fire on the attack. Through traffic goes in. The Fire get the goal. Sheila Nesselbush gets her 2nd goal of the afternoon. So great work. And you said before, Sheila just working her way through traffic. Ducks underneath. Able to tuck one under past Emily Leitner for Philly's much-needed 4th goal.
Ricky's probably very happy to have Sheila today in her first game. Now she's got half the scores for Philly, so she's been a great addition today for the Fire.
And we talked about Sheila just graduating last year. She had a career-high 6 goals and 7 points in the first round of the NCAA tournament, but then said, you know what, that's not good enough. The next time out, 8 goals, 8 points in the win against Towson. So trying to get that rhythm with this team. Here she comes once again up the right.
Sheila Nesselbush with the goal.
Nesselbush will hand off. Now in front with some room, but that got blocked. Leitner couldn't get it cleanly. And it goes off to the corner. Sheila Nesselbush has it. The shot clock does reset for the Fire. 9-4 is the score. Early goings here in the third. Crutchfield. A foul called off to the right side, so outside the line, just outside the line. So on the restart, Fire with the ball, 42 on the shot clock. Little give and go back behind the net now. In front. A little shovel shot, tried to get cute with it, but just couldn't get it to go. Atrasco not afraid to go low, but the Command come away with it. And through midfield.
It looks like Gabby Kuzi was asking for a dangerous shot there on Atrasco. She kind of shot right into her blindly, so that was an interesting choice by Atrasco. Maybe a little bit of tired legs, just trying to get a shot off.
And the referee keeping the whistle down, so play continues. Command with the ball. Tess Chandler up top. Chandler rolling right with a little bit of room, but gets pushed off.
Tess Chandler, a BC kid, had just an amazing story. Had a torn ACL for BC's 2017 run to the Final Four and came back in 2018, rehabbed, 3-time captain for BC. So really, you kind of just speaks to a little bit of the what kind of kid she is and how she was able to battle back and be a captain 3 years in a row.
Stepping up, though, once again, Shannon Nee steps out and comes away with it. So now the Fire trying to get a little transition game going with some open space they have up on the right side. Little touch to the stick, sends the ball over there, and a foul is called. Emily Gillingham quickly on the restart. In front, she goes in, shovels one up over Leitner's shoulder, and gets another goal for the Fire. So great work, not giving up on it. Emily Gillingham works her way in and gets her 2nd of the afternoon.
These rookies are really doing a great job for Ricky Freed, but 4 of the 5 goals are scored by well, I guess they're all rookies. It's their first year.
I was going to say, is there a real true rookie tonight?
Well, true rookies right out of college. So they really, Emily and Sheila are really kind of holding down the fort here on the attack for the Fire.
9-5 is the score. 10 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. The Fire trying to get their way back into it. And we'll see how far they can go. But like we were saying before, Rachel, as far as watching these kids, student athletes go through the rehab and the injuries or whatnot, now in the professional game, they are professionals. They have careers. They're mommies. So they have all of this, and they're still coming out here and playing lacrosse.
It's really incredible just to maintain that level of skill and fitness along with all the other responsibilities they have. It's just amazing, and I'm proud that my daughters have women like this to look up to and just show them that you can really do whatever you put your mind to.
I was showing my youngest daughter some of these games, and even though our town does not have a high school lacrosse program, I found her on the internet looking around at area high schools that do. Just
putting in for a transfer.
Yeah, you may want to talk to Mom about that before we.
I'm not mad at it. I think it's a good call by her.
Gabby Capuzzi takes it, goes low, and finds the back of the net for New England's 10th goal of the afternoon. Capuzzi gets the hat trick here in the third quarter. 3 goals from the Ohio State graduate from 2012, doubling up their guests once again. And just like that, and unfortunately we saw this in Philadelphia's last game in that they start to get the momentum, they start to chip away at it, they even get as close as coming level, but then the opposition just pushes that gas pedal a little further.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to stop the bleeding here for New England Command's goals. So they've got to get these draw controls, get a few more on the board because time is going by quickly, and they're going to be headed into the fourth quarter here soon.
8:23 left to go here in this one. Next draw control set on the whistle. Pops up a little bit to the right. First touch, and coming away with it is the Fire, Maddie Crutchfield.
Ella Hazar with the assist.
Hazar gets credit for the assist.
Gabby Capuzzi.
Now in front. Still, Nesselbush again just trying to fight her way through. The foul is called against the Command. It looks like that went against Guarino, and it'll be a free position opportunity for Sheila Nesselbush. She's got 2 goals on the afternoon.
She did a great job of drawing the foul there. She recognized she had her defenders out of position, and it was a good opportunity to go to goal.
Nesselbush waits, sets, rolls right. This one, she goes 5-0, gets Emily Leitner and gets the ball to the back of the net. Sheila Nesselbush in her pro career debut gets the hat trick, number 3 on the afternoon. 7:23 left to go, and again, Philly crawling back into things. Now they just need a good run to get going here in the midway point of the third quarter. So, and one thing talking with some of the others as far as the running clock, is it safe to maybe have an argument, or at least a discussion later on, to maybe find a couple times during the game to stop the clock? Like within 2 minutes before the end of the half, the end of the game.
That discussion has happened. I think it's definitely an argument, especially when a team's down by a goal or two. It's kind of an easy way for the team in the lead to run down the clock. So that is something that's been talked about. And sort of the beauty of the WPLL is that we're for players by players. So when the players raise these kind of questions, we as a team can talk about if it's a change we want to make, and we have that liberty. So, what the players give us feedback, it's definitely something that we're going to consider.
So just out of curiosity, what brought up the running clock for these games in this year one?
I think speed of the game. I think, sometimes when you watch the college game, they're running 2.5 hours long because it stops after every goal by the time they get back to the center. And we want to make this enjoyable for the fans and for the players. So by the running clock, it keeps the game moving. It keeps the action going and encourages the players to get back to center. Definitely requires, I think, a different fitness level for these players, maybe than they're used to. But I think it just makes the game more fun to watch and go by quickly and not so much stoppage. Same thing about the stick checks. These are professional athletes, so we don't require their stick to be checked after every game. It just keeps the game moving and keeps things going faster.
Trying to get things moving, though, off the right side. Tana Guarino rolled right, got a shot off, but a whistle had been blown. Awarding the ball to the Philadelphia Fire. I guess they just called off the foul. Didn't really catch what the referee's signals were, but nonetheless, Philly's got the ball. Now a whistle here on the near side. As
they were not offsides there. I wonder if that was.
Nonetheless, the Fire have the ball. 5:13 left to go here in the third. They're down by 4. Not sure what the whistle was, and even the New England bench is not 100% sure either.
So New England's playing man down there, so it must have been a restraining line violation there. 1 minute penalty, because now it looks like Philly Fire's got a man up.
And it looks like Carly Reed's taking it inside, so the Fire with it.
Carly Reed, offside.
So
great fake there by Sheila Nesselbush.
Nesselbush once again. So here she goes up the middle from the free position mark. Nesselbush goes in. She shoots. This time Leitner's got the answer. And her teammates just send it back to her. Leitner, again, another save on the afternoon. 10-6 the score. 4.5 left as the New England Command go up the right-hand side.
It's a real missed opportunity for Philly. They're being man up, down 4 goals. They needed to score on that one. Leitner just came up with a great save.
Command with it. As coming in after the card is served, Tess Chandler off the bench.
Maybe look for the Command to slow it down now, up 4 with 4 minutes left. They're not going to be in a rush to score here. Maybe take their time, run some time off the clock.
Or even that, the fact that Philly has a short bench, do you favor the Fire by slowing things down a little bit?
That's true. Good point. They're down to 10 on the shot clock, so they're going to have to go pretty soon here.
Taking advantage of all 60 seconds now, working up Van Thoff with 5. Loses it. Loose ball. Still coming away. Mupo couldn't get a hold of it. Fire have it. So that opportunity for the Command steered away by the defense for Philadelphia. And now the Fire working the right side. Quickly in front. 1-2. Shot still goes up. No call from the referee. As Leitner, through traffic herself, sends one off the right side. And again, something that West Philadelphia saw on many occasions, Emily Leitner coming out of the crease and working her way through traffic as well. The Command now up the right side. 20 seconds out of the shot clock taken as they roll back behind the net. Pass to the near side, Gabby Capuzzi. Quickly back up, Casey Bear.
And goalies can score now in the WPLL, so Leitner seems pretty comfortable out of the cage. I'd love to see that happen in our first season. Goalie take it all the way down. I think it'd be real exciting to watch.
May have to put a bug in her ear later on.
At least attempt it.
Oh, she'll attempt it. Trust in that. She will definitely attempt it. Give her about 5 yards of open space, and it may be off to the races. Trying to pass inside, though. Can't come away with it. Mupo picks it up. Now with 3 left, let's see what Mupo does with it. Mupo, 1... doesn't get the shot off, but they allowed the play to continue. Fire still have it, so a quick restart. I don't even think it was even that, but here comes the Fire up the middle, goes in, but the result is just as good. The Philadelphia Fire get the back of the net, trying to close the gap on the Command.
And really credit to Courtney Waite there. She was playing her attacker all the way out past the 15. Was able to play great defense, get that transition, that turnover, take it all the way down and come up with the assist. So she really willed that play to happen. A huge play by Courtney Waite.
Courtney Waite getting her 3rd goal of the season. She had 2 goals in the first time out off the bench. And she was part of the 36-player roster, the 2017 U.S. national team roster, so she gets the 7th goal of the afternoon for the Fire. 10-7 is the score, 90 seconds left to go.
We'll see here if the Fire can get one more.
And like how we were saying, as far as a stoppage, and again, they got to set things up or whatnot, so how much time?
Scored by Courtney Waite, assisted by Casey Mocklet. Courtney Waite.
The announcement from Courtney Waite. Bachlet was in there for the assist. Nonetheless, the score 10-7, under a minute to go. Fire with the ball. So a chance to get within 2. As we said, even going towards the break. Let's see if Philly can take advantage of the possession here. Still with some time left. Nesselbush again trying to work her way through traffic. This time she gets her pocket picked. The Command have the ball. Shot clock's unplugged. Kristen Agoy sends the ball up through the middle. Backpedaling. Van Hoff. Kara Mupo. Mupo turning, spinning, cutting back.
Just some great deep. I'm a defender, so I'm partial, but just some great one-on-one defense against
Lupo just kind of chucks it, but still gets to connect. Under 10 seconds to go. The shot goes in. Shannon Nee able to collect it. She's just going to sit on it as that brings out the end of the third quarter. 10-7 is the score after 3. We're going to take a quick break. On the other side, exciting fourth quarter action here from Harvard Stadium. You're watching Women's Professional Lacrosse League on laxallstars.com.
What do you desire? What makes you itch? What sort of a situation would you like? So I always ask the question, what would you like to do if money were no object? How would you really enjoy spending your life? Well, it's so amazing. As a result of our kind of educational system, crowds of students say, well, we'd like to be painters, we'd like to be poets, we'd like to be writers, but as everybody knows, you can't earn any money that way. Another person says, well, I'd like to live an out-of-doors life and ride horses. I said, do you want to teach in a riding school? Let's go through with it. What do you want to do? When we finally got down to something which the individual says he really wants to do, I will say to him, you do that. And forget the money. Because if you say that getting the money is the most important thing, you will spend your life completely wasting your time.
Welcome back to Harvard Stadium. Fourth quarter action in front of us. Dan Fritz alongside Rachel DeCecco. 10-7 is the score. The Command have led wire to wire thus far, Rachel, but Philly showing some signs of life despite having the bit of a short bench really hamstringing them this afternoon.
Yeah, you got to give credit to Philly Fire for staying in this one. I think their D's made some key stops. Nesselbush seems to be coming alive a little bit here. See if she can get a few more, bring them back even with the Command. And Ricky was pretty animated there at that quarter break, so trying to get them fired up, see if he can get his first win.
When is Ricky not animated?
It's very true.
Ricky's one of those coaches where you'd love to have a microphone on him. It could never be live, but when you watch it back afterwards, oh, it's going to be so entertaining.
This is true. He always seems to be having fun out there, though, so I do appreciate that.
I've had the opportunity, even before the WPLL, to interview him before games before, and we could just talk for hours. He is just a joy to talk with. He really enjoys what he's doing. He really gets into these players and his teams and the sport as well. So Ricky Freed, definitely a great coach, not only for the Fire, but for the league as well.
Absolutely. He's been fun to watch. I know he's frustrated with the record right now, but I think he may have some tricks up his sleeves. We'll see.
I don't think I'd want to play poker with him either, now that I think about it. Off the first draw control in the fourth quarter. First touch by New England. Sheila Nesselbush, she gets in on the action and comes away with it. So that quick, here comes Nesselbush, fires and scores. Sheila Nesselbush gets the fourth of the afternoon and gets the Fire to within 2. That quickly, barely 30 seconds and change off the clock, and the Fire are within striking distance.
It's a great goal by her, recognizing the opening, just taking it hard. She seems to have found Leitner's sort of weak spot. As small as it is, she seems to have found it, and we'll see if she's able to notch a few more and get this game tied up.
The next draw control will help figure that out as we get set on the whistle. Straight up. The Command come away with it. Van Thoff goes back behind the net. In front, trying for a quick 1-2. Can't get it to go, but the Command keep it.
Defense got caught standing there a little bit. Chandler had a good opportunity. Maybe it would have caught and shot that. She went for the quick stick. She had more time, I think, than she realized on that.
Back behind the net it goes. 35 on the shot clock. Carly Reed got a couple of goals today as well. Looking, not much in front, but she'll turn towards net. Nesselbush right there with great defense. Send it back up top. 20 on the shot clock now. Kristen Agoy, she works her way through traffic. Great save. Shot clock reset, though. The Command have a fresh 60 seconds. And they're going to walk all the way up top and reset. Guarino will take the roll herself. Now in front. Can't get that to connect either. The Command definitely trying to get a quick 1-2. If they start connecting on those, this score is going to open up once again. But nonetheless, the Fire have the ball. Working right to left on your screen. Backpedaling. Casey Bocklett. And the Fire will change things up, going far side. Emily Gillingham.
Got a pretty strong Northwestern core out there. You've got Colleen McGarity, Caitlin and Grilly, Sheila Nesselbush. See if they're able to bring some of that Northwestern magic into the attack here.
Little give and go now, rolling up top. Long distance from outside, but not too far off the mark. Fire still have the possession, but only 20 on the shot clock. Atrasco with some room. She goes in, right hand, upper right-hand corner. She gets the Fire to within one.
It's a great shot placement by Atrasco. Went in low, just hit that top corner. That's a really tough save for Leitner to make, so well done by Atrasco.
She had about 7 yards of a lane. She took it, went in, went one-on-one with Leitner, and went upper 90 for the Fire's 9th goal of the afternoon. 10-9 is the score, 11:45 and counting here in the 4th.
Command may be in for another overtime game here. We'll see if...
I didn't say that. You said that. I don't say the overtime. Well, I just said it, but anyway. Set for the draw control.
I wonder how it is for Atrasco to play for Ricky. She works for him at Georgetown now. She plays for him. I wonder how that. She seems to be enjoying herself, and they have a great relationship. But it must be fun to work with him and then play for him.
I bet you some of the exchanges on the sideline are probably interesting to say the least. But nonetheless, Ricky Freed's got his team to within one once again. Under 11 minutes to go, they're going to do the draw control over as we get set. On the whistle, up and to the left. The Fire come away with it with some room. Off to the right side. Once again, the Fire tie things up. Emily Gillingham gets her 3rd of the afternoon. So just when you think they might be out, the Philadelphia Fire crawl back into it. We have a new ball game with just over 10 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter.
Emily Gillingham really taking advantage off that draw. She has the NCAA tournament record for fastest goal off a draw with 9 seconds. She scored it. So specialty of hers is scoring quickly off the goal.
So New England's going to call timeout. Amy Patton's had enough for a few seconds. We'll keep things here. And like how you were saying as far as with Emily Gillingham, when she ended her college career, she had at least 1 goal in 28 straight games. Keeping that going, and especially today, she's got 3 on the afternoon. But more important, as the public address announcer just explained everything as far as the overtime, I'm not going to explain it because I think we're going to be done in regulation.
Okay, interesting call. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, I mean, that kind of consistency from Gillingham, obviously, I'm sure Sonia LaMonica appreciated it. Townsend, I'm sure Ricky's appreciating it now. So we'll see. I think these draw controls, as always, are just going to be key for possession and keeping the momentum.
Do we have anything as far as a facilities map in case I need to go find an ATM? In case I lose it? I don't know. Wouldn't be the first time. It's not going to be the last. But nonetheless, but still. And again, hats off to Ricky Freed as he gets his squad squared away. Getting them all the way back, and again, with a short bench. in my mind, regardless of how this one ends, Sheila Nasselbush, you got to give her player of the game honor so far. 4 goals and just working for every inch for this team to help get things back up level at 10 with just a little over 10 minutes left to go. It really bodes well. Again, her first game, everybody's a rookie in essence, but another great afternoon of lacrosse here at Harvard Stadium.
Yeah, I don't think we could ask much more from Sheila for her debut with the WPLL. She's really done a great job on both ends of the field today. So I would agree with you on right now, early call player of the game honors. We'll see how this one ends up.
Could have a hero in the final seconds. It could even be a goalkeeper. We will see as Emily Leitner trots back into the cage for the New England Command. And Shannon Nee heading to the right side for the Philadelphia Fire.
Maddie Crutchfield's done a great job these last few draws getting possession here for the Fire. We'll see if she's able to come up with it again.
Off the whistle, back to the right. Nasselbush stepped in a little too much for it. Coming away, Katie O'Donnell. And the Command have the ball. Crutchfield with the assist as you hear the announcement. So now the Command trying to get the lead back. Philadelphia's defense is going to have to stand tall here in the fourth quarter. Hazar.
It's great D by Courtney Way, keeping her out, playing position. You don't see a lot of checks in the WPL, really, because they're just playing great defense with their feet. Really, that's how great defense starts. So
nice work. Good
not so much
stick.
there, but
nice dodge. Ella Hazar gets the ball up and over, gets it in. 11-10 is the score. And once again, Hazar gets the score. Her hat trick on the afternoon, number 3 for the Command. So
yeah, I mean, she just on D, when they're behind the cage, you really need to meet them goal line extended, and they just gave her those extra few steps that got her that angle. So just a tough goal for the Philly Fire D. But these rookies today are just really the story. Ella Hazar, her 3rd for the Command, really, really doing great.
And even still, as far as like these girls in the early parts of the season, the first time that they were playing on the same squad, and maybe since back in high school days they may have played together, but trying to get used to how each player works, taking a little bit for Command. They're just firing off of all cylinders, getting the lead right back, but the Philadelphia Fire looking to return the favor. Nice shot to the left, trying to catch Leitner going one way and then cutting back. Ball out of bounds, still belongs to the Fire. 45 on the shot clock as Danielle Trasco passing off. It ends up on the right side. Gillingham once again. A Trasco. And a steal by the Command. Here comes New England with numbers if they hustle. Trying to drop back in. Going all the way in. Nice save by the Fire netminder. Shannon Nee came up huge on that save to keep this a 1-point game. Under 8 minutes to go.
Yeah, and you can see the confidence building in her in the second half. This is her first game in the league and had a tough first half, but she's really done a great job of making some big saves in the second half.
Trasco with the ball for the Fire on the left side, and now Ricky Freed is going to call timeout. 7:44 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 11-10 is the score. And like how we were joking around a little bit as far as the women getting used to the college rules, to the professional rules, referee blew the whistle. The first thing she did was to make the motion to put the sticks down.
Free movement has been such a great addition. I think the college game and in our game really allowing the players to move on the whistle. It has definitely changed things for the better.
Yeah, I mean, if anything else, it has leveled the playing field. Not giving an advantage or disadvantage, but just giving everybody a good, clean shake as far as the next play coming up. So that rule, again, carrying over here to the professional league. But under 8 minutes to go, if you're Amy Patton, what are you telling your squad?
I mean, good, solid D. I don't think they should be taking too many risks right now, just playing solid D. I'll be interested to see if Ricky tries to set up some sort of offensive play. And talking to him before the game, they really are doing a lot of freelance. They've got different attackers rotating through. So I'll be interested to see if he draws something up or he continues to do more of a freelance style.
And even then, we've sang it so many times, and especially today, the talent on this squad on both benches. We've seen Sheila Nasselbush for Philadelphia now just come up 4 huge goals. Any one of these girls at any time can pull the trigger and be that dynamic effect to if maybe tie it up or even take the lead. Again, the 2-point goal rule in play as well. So you really can't point a finger to who you'd want to have the ball because you have so many variables to choose from.
Yeah, and like you said, Amy Patton at the time, I'm sure she's telling them to watch out for Nessa Bush because she's been sort of the one that's been scoring today. But they have any number of weapons on this Fire team,
exactly.
So you can't pay too much attention to her because you've got Crutchfield, you've got Atraska, you've got Ingrilli. Any one of them can score. So I think it'll be interesting to see how Philly decides to play this.
Back to live action. 40 on the shot clock as we get going once again. Fourth quarter action. 7:39 left to go. Philadelphia with the ball. They're down by 1. Gillingham with the ball. Trying to give and go. A better step might have resulted in a shot, but nonetheless, Philly still has the ball. 20 to shoot. Now trying to work some room out front. Nothing there. Gillingham through traffic goes in to save Leitner. Leitner gives chase, loose ball to the line, and a foul called against the Fire, trying to pick up the loose ball, so the Command will come away with it.
That was a tough angle for Emily Gillingham. She was running out of time there on the shot clock, so she didn't have much of a choice, but that was a nice save by Leitner, a real tough angle there on attack.
So now Philly's defense doing what it can to put on some pressure as the Command bring the ball across midfield. And they will set up the next attack. 6:45 left to go. The Command sitting on a 1-goal lead here at Harvard Stadium. Game 1 of a doubleheader here. As MLL will be along shortly. But right now the Command making a turn. Once again, great saves towards the end. As this time the Philadelphia netminder Shannon Nee comes up with the save.
And some great help defense there. Just that defender at the top stepping in, slowed Carly Reed down and made her think twice about that shot.
Long pass, though, through the middle. Kristen Agoy picks it off, so trying to be careful and spreading out the field too much as the Command has been able to pick up on some of these passes. You get the tactic for Philly trying to catch that advantage, but right now Command still have the ball up by 1. 6 minutes left to go.
Yeah, trying to get that quick transition, but you still have to take care of the ball. That's a tough turnover after a nice save by Nee. We'll see. Looks like they're trying to set up some isolation here on the Command.
Katie O'Donnell rolls right, sends it back behind the net. Hazar trying to find some space, trying to turn. She fires and scores. Ella Hazar stays with it throughout, gets her 4th goal of the afternoon, and has given New England a 2-goal lead once again.
And not much that Colleen McGarity could have done differently there. Great tight D. She just snuck in and right above Shannon Nee's head, just that top row there. I think that's a tough shot to stop.
Once again, Hazar, her 4th goal of the afternoon. She had 2 in the first quarter, got 2 more here. 5:10 left to go. And New England have opened up a 2-goal lead once again. So time winding down. We'll see what Ricky Fried has up his sleeve. Changing the players off to the right of the circle for the draw.
Yeah, we've got Casey Bear in there for the Command. I haven't seen her take many draws today. We'll see if she's able to win this one.
Off to the right. Command gets the first touch, coming away with it. And as you say, Casey Bear comes away with the ball. Command with it, up by 2. And now with 50 on a shot clock. Do you sit on the time a little bit and take it down to the last 10 seconds, or do you try to get another goal and extend your lead early?
I think you run this time down and take it down about 3.5 minutes. It's going to be tough to score 2 goals in that time. And that goes back to your point about stopping the clock after goals at this point in the game. We'll see if Philly's able to get 2 quick ones and send us into overtime here.
Command, though, with the ball, 25 on the shot clock, chewing up much valuable time for the Fire. Now from back behind the net. Hazar. Now with 13. All the way up top. 7 seconds left. Goes in. Shot. That got tipped on the way, so it goes out of bounds. It'll still be Command ball, but the shot clock winds down, so great work by the defense.
Yeah, Caitlin Ingrilli just got that back check there on her shot. Not your first choice in defense, waiting until that last second, but she was able to sneak that in, change the trajectory, and get the turnover here.
So Fire with the ball. 3:23 left to go. Atrasco comes in off the left wing. The Fire can't waste too much time. Atrasco still inside the line, tries to turn. She fires. It goes wide left. Gillingham there to pick it up. And the Fire will keep the ball. 30 on the shot clock as Gillingham brings it back towards net.
2-point shot would be very timely here for the Fire. We'll see if they're able to. Crutchfield
backs off.
Sending that early double by Meg Dowdy, which is a great way to stop her. They've got to move here. They've got less than 15 on the shot clock.
Now with 10, if you're going to pull off a two-pointer, you're going to need somebody to almost be a sniper up top. And that long pass, but too much on it, goes towards the circle. The shot clock still going. And the Fire will run out of time as the command block what shot there was. So it's command ball now with 2:25 left to go. Capuzzi rolls right. And gives it Casey Bear. Bear, plenty of time. Now, if you're the command, sit on the clock. You have just over 2 minutes left. 34 on this shot clock. Go with the ball.
And look for Philly here to start pressuring out more. They've got to get this ball back. Under 2. They're going to need a turnover and 2 quick scores.
Or a defensive stop and a two-pointer to make things interesting, but you got to get the ball back here first. Command with it, 15 on the shot clock, going left-hand side. Now it's 7. A look in front, a double is called. The Fire pressuring out with 3, loose ball. Fire come away with it.
Just a great collapse there in the middle by the Fire D, taking that shot away from Ella Hazar.
1:23 left to go. 12-10 is the score. Philadelphia brings the ball across midfield.
They've got to hurry here.
Atrasco. Nesselbush working towards the net. Benson with the ball. Benson cuts back. Has a little bit of room. But she rolls around. Benson goes in against her teammate. Her teammate the better with the save.
I'm sure that's not the end. Benson's going to hear from later on that one.
She's not going to hear the end of this. Not unless Benson rips one from the parking lot. And Grilly.
The Philly needs a 2-point shot here if they're going to.
And Grilly tries it. She coughs it up. Command come away with it. Still loose ball. A foul called against the Fire. Command have it. The shot clock is unplugged. They got to bring it across the line. And that could wind things down. The Command just want to roll off, try to chew away some of this clock. Philly trying to put some pressure on. The final 30 seconds. As the New England Command look to improve to 3-1 of the year, but a long ball thrown. Too much on it. It goes over. It's Philly's ball with under 20 seconds. Quickly, here comes the Fire. Courtney Waite. Left side. Shovel shot and score for the Fire. But with the clock running under 10 seconds, Philly is going to come up one short.
Well,
Emily Gillingham gets 4 on the afternoon. And as we said,
Ricky Freed timeout.
Ricky Freed calls timeout. 6.1 left.
Loophole to that running clock. Well done, Ricky.
Loophole to it. Ricky Freed utilizing his last timeout. 12-11 is the score.
So the fastest in
saying,
NCAA tournament history, Emily Gillingham with 9. 6 is going to be tight, but
they reset the clock. They've given it a full 10.
Okay, very good. We'll see. 10 seconds is
still
plenty. It's fast, but you get the draw, a few quick passes. It's doable.
So if it gets inside, it's 1, and we go into overtime.
Yes.
Like you said. If
they
Gillingham or Nesselbush cranks one up from left field, per se, and it goes in, then it's 2, and then it's me.
Game over. Philly gets their first win of the season.
I think this team would go nuclear if either happens. I would probably go nuclear if either
I agree.
happens.
This is exciting to see. And if I'm Amy Patton, I bring them all back. Sort of like in basketball when you're up. You
everybody drop back. You know what? Here.
Defense.
You have, in fact, you know what? We'll give you the draw control. We'll be over here and just set up a wall. So 10 seconds are left in this one. Philly definitely making it an interesting afternoon. 12-11 is the score. 10 ticks left on the clock here at Harvard Stadium as Emily Patton's group breaks the huddle.
So a quick goal or get a foul here. That center hash would be huge if they're able to get a foul.
Ooh, I didn't even think about getting a foul and getting sent to the line.
That they're allowed to finish the shot here on the 8-meter as time runs out. So we'll see what the play is here. I think they're going to
coming off the timeout, Emily Leitner and Tori Benson just had a few words. I can tell you right now, Leitner had a few joking adjectives for Benson.
Are we trying to get in her head here with 10 seconds left?
You know what? Between the two of them, you could sell tickets to that show. Between those two started jawing at each other and mean it.
I'm thinking Maddie Crutchfield to herself.
Crutchfield is lining up on the right-hand side. And even still, Crutchfield, you can see she's going. And who's marking up against her? Katie O'Donnell. Katie O'Donnell going to try to stick with her like anything. Gillingham, though. And even the Trasco. I've seen a Trasco wind up. This is going to be interesting, folks. The last draw control of at least regulation. 12-11 is the score. Long ball, but maybe a little too much on it. 7 seconds, though, coming away. A foul is called. And that quickly, here come the Fire with 3 seconds. Long pass. That gets tipped away. Great defense by the New England Command. Taryn Van Hoff able to knock it away. And the Command come away with the win. New England still trying to keep pace with the Brave. 3-1 is now the score. The Fire dropped to 0-3. A great afternoon of lacrosse. Game 1 of the doubleheader here, but what a great way to round this one out. Our next broadcast is going to be Saturday, the 30th of June, Hofstra University, 3:30 the start as the New York Fight take on the Upstate Pride. Join myself, Kara Mupo, hopefully will be with us here on the broadcast. One more time, your final score is going to be 12-11 for all of us here, laxallstars.com. For Rachel DeCecco and myself, Dan Fritz, thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.
What do you desire? What makes you itch? What sort of a situation would you like? So I always ask the question, what would you like to do if money were no object? How would you really enjoy spending your life? Well, it's so amazing. As a result of our kind of educational system, crowds of students say, well, we'd like to be painters, we'd like to be poets, we'd like to be writers, but as everybody knows, you can't earn any money that way. Another person says, well, I'd like to live an out-of-doors life and ride horses. I said, do you want to teach in a riding school? Let's go through with it. What do you want to do? When we finally got down to something which the individual says he really wants to do, I will say to him, you do that. And forget the money. Because if you say that getting the money is the most important thing, you will spend your life completely wasting your time. You'll be doing things you don't like doing in order to go on living, that is, to go on doing things you don't like doing, which is stupid.
Watching you, use them, walk up to them, ask them questions.